How many times have you caught yourself saying, "If only I had more time"? Be honest. Maybe you've said it about a project you didn't finish, a goal you didn't achieve, or a dream you keep postponing. But here's the truth, you don't need more time. You need to use the time you already have better. This isn't just some motivational platitude. It's an idea rooted in Stoic philosophy, a timeless guide for how to live with intention and purpose. Seneca, one of Stoicism's greatest teachers, put it bluntly. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Let that sink in. The problem isn't the length of your life, it's what you're doing with it. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to unlock the full potential of the time you already have. By the end of this, you won't be wishing for more hours in the day, you'll be making every second count. But before we dive in, a quick reminder, subscribe to Students of Wisdom to stay grounded, learn more life-changing lessons, and master the art of living fully. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Let's start with a story. Imagine a man named Marcus. He's 35, works a 9-to-5, and dreams of starting his own business. Every year he tells himself, "Next year, I'll finally take the leap. I just need to save a little more money, get a little more experience, and find the right time." Next year comes and goes. Then another. By the time Marcus finally decides to start, he's 50, and he's burnt out, uninspired, and bitter. Sound familiar? Maybe you've been Marcus at some point. I know I have. But here's what Marcus didn't realize: the right time doesn't exist. Someday is an illusion. The Stoics had a word for this: procrastinatio, the act of postponing life itself. They believe that every day you delay your purpose is a day you lose forever. Think about it. You can earn back money you've lost. You can rebuild relationships that have fallen apart. But time? Once it's gone, it's gone. Epictetus said, "You are not in charge of tomorrow. Do your best with today." Yet we act like we have unlimited time. We waste hours scrolling social media, obsessing over things we can't control, or worrying about what others think of us. But what if you flipped the script? What if you started treating time as your most precious asset? Take a moment. Right now, look at how you spent the last 24 hours. Did those hours reflect what truly matters to you? Or were they stolen by distractions? Here's a hard truth: saying, "I don't have time," is almost always an excuse. Let me give you an example from my own life. A few years ago, I was juggling work, personal projects, and family commitments. I kept telling myself I was too busy to exercise, too busy to read, too busy to call my friends. But when I looked closer, I realized the problem wasn't time, it was how I used it. Instead of working out, I was binge-watching TV. Instead of reading, I was scrolling Instagram. Instead of calling my friends, I was overthinking emails that didn't matter. The Stoics would call this a failure of discipline. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who somehow found time to write meditations while running an empire, wrote, "You could be good today, but instead you choose tomorrow. If you really care about something, you make time for it. Period." Here's a practical exercise. Write down everything you do in a typical day. Be brutally honest. Now circle the tasks that truly align with your values and goals. For most people, it's less than half. The Stoics believed in essentialism, the art of focusing only on what truly matters and eliminating the rest. Ask yourself, is this task helping me grow? Is this activity bringing me closer to the people I care about? Will I look back on this in a year and feel proud of how I spent my time? If the answer is no, stop doing it. Replace it with something that does. This might sound cliché, but the Stoics didn't mean it in a reckless, YOLO kind of way. They meant living with intention, urgency, and presence. Seneca said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Here's an exercise I've found life-changing. At the end of each day, ask yourself, if this were my last day on earth, would I be satisfied with how I spend it? If the answer is no, don't panic. Use it as a guide for tomorrow. One of the biggest time wasters is worrying about things outside your control. like the opinions of others, the past, or what might happen in the future. Epictetus reminded us, some things are up to us, and some things are not. The next time you feel yourself spiraling into worry, ask, is this something I can change? If yes, take action. If no, let it go. Worry doesn't add more hours to your life. It steals the ones you already have. Let me tell you another story. A few months ago, I was at dinner with a close friend. But instead of being fully present, I was checking my phone, thinking about work, and barely listening. Halfway through, my friend stopped and said, "You're here, but you're not really here." That hit me hard. It reminded me of what Marcus Aurelius wrote. Confine yourself to the present. Time isn't just about hours and minutes. It's about attention. When you're present, you stretch time. A single moment can feel like eternity if you truly live it. Here are 3 tools to help you live more intentionally. The morning reflection. Every morning, ask yourself, what's the most important thing I can do today? How can I make this day meaningful? The evening review. At night, reflect. Did I live according to my values? Did I focus on what mattered? The distraction detox. Set boundaries. Put your phone away during meals, turn off notifications, and schedule uninterrupted blocks of time for your most important work. Let's return to Seneca's wisdom. Life is long if you know how to use it. The secret isn't to wish for more time. It's to start using the time you have wisely. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop chasing someday. Start living now. Because when you stop wasting time, you realize you already have all the time you need. If this message resonated with you, take action. Start small. Reflect on your day, eliminate one distraction, or finally tackle that goal you've been postponing. And if you want more wisdom like this, subscribe to Students of Wisdom for weekly insights that will change the way you see life. Time is ticking. Don't just exist, live.